Hey, Don Schmidt, the Book Kahuna, coming at you with today's publishing tip for the day. Now, I've been doing a series of vlog posts on Toastmasters and how you can upgrade your speaking skills by going to Toastmasters meetings and taking part and actually doing speeches to enhance your abilities to speak before a large audience. Last night, I had to give another speech, and that speech was number 5 in the Competent Communicators book, and it was all about using your body. The title of my speech was The Ride of a Lifetime, and at the end you will know why it could have been the end of my lifetime. So, without further ado, here is my speech to my Toastmasters group, Speak with Ease, in Louisville, Colorado, The Ride of a Lifetime. Thank you. Fellow Toastmasters, honored guest. The title of my speech tonight is The Ride of a Lifetime. To understand that, you have to know a little background about me. I grew up in New York, and, forget about it. I'm from Long Island. Everything on Long Island is tiny. Tiny. There are 11 million people on an island that's 119 miles long, 25 miles wide at its widest. What do you do on Long Island? You drive very carefully. People cut you off all over. People stop in front of you, braking. Always have to be aware of that. It's not the greatest place to be a driver or a commuter because there are so many people crammed on top of each other. I moved to Colorado in 1999 for the first time. The one thing that I wanted to do was to start to figure out what things in Colorado I wanted to take part in, hobbies. Now, I thought about skiing, okay? And I said, I tried skiing at Whiteface one time, and I'm an adult. I really like my knees. I thought about snowshoeing. You look a little bit too much like Sasquatch. So I said, what does Colorado have that Long Island does not have? And the thing that came into my mind goes hand in hand with what John brought up in one of the first quotes, space. There are only 3.5 million people in Colorado, as opposed to 11 million people on Long Island. I decided that I should think about riding a motorcycle. You don't have to worry about that many people. You don't have to worry about traffic. And that was what I decided to do. So I went out in 2006, and I went to Suzuki Power Sports, and I started sitting on the bikes. Sitting on the bikes. And I wanted to get the right feel for the bike. And I was like, I think a smaller bike, because if you fall down, it's not as far to fall. I was looking at Suzuki 250cc's. And the salesman at the store said, you don't want to do that. Because once you actually get up to the level of where you're a good rider, when you've been riding a lot, you're going to want to take this up in the mountains. So I decided, all right, I've never been on a bike before. I haven't gone through the training, which I'm signed up for. But I'll do it. So I bought my motorcycle. It's a C50 Boulevard, 800cc, fuel injected, two-tone, gunmetal and silver. Still have it. And I bought it, and I was going to have it delivered over July 4th weekend. Now, to do this and get my certification for my license, I had to take the safe driving course through TR3, which is over on 104th. I said, okay, I'll use the whole weekend, take the safe driving course. The safe driving course uses the 250cc Suzukis, the small ones that I was going to buy. Now, I'm going through the course, and the instructor is giving us, go this way, go that way. And there was one test towards the end of the second day where the instructor said, you have to visualize there's a bus here where the cones are. And I'm going to tell you which side to go on. Now, I rode up on the Suzuki, and the instructor goes like this to this side. And the one thing that you're not supposed to do is hit both brakes at the same time. And there was a little bit of gravel, right underneath. And I hit it. And yes, I crashed the bike. Yes. I crashed the bike going through the safety program. Okay? And they told me, well, we don't have another bike. So you have to check and make sure that that clutch is okay. Now it was bent, but it was still workable because I still had to take the test to get my certification. Ended up, I was okay. I took the test. I did bang my head on the ground, so luckily it was good that I was wearing a helmet. Now, I've got my license. I've got my bike in the garage, which I've never ridden. Okay. Now it's time to learn how to ride. Fast forward to last month. I've been riding for 5 years now. I'm supposed to be going down to Arapahoe and I-25 for an interview to be on Velocity Radio. I'm on 25 by Alameda and Santa Fe in the second lane. And as I'm riding, all of a sudden, I hear this loud boom, and the back of the bike goes back. Okay? Yes, I blew my back tire doing 70 miles an hour. And let me tell you, I was able, without looking, to get over to the shoulder. The moral of this entire story is always, always check your tires before you take a ride in any vehicle that you go out on the highway in. Mr. Toastmaster?